What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Speaking of the $50 giveaway, the winner of last week's $50 giveaway is Rick Lawrence77. Appreciate you watching, appreciate you commenting, appreciate you subscribing, all that good stuff. Appreciate everybody. Just because you didn't win doesn't mean you won't win in the future. We get a lot of comments per video, so make sure you just comment anything, and who knows, you might hear me say your name on Monday morning, baby. All right? Hit me up on Twitter at cam_ATL Rick so I can get your information and send that over to you. Appreciate everybody for joining me. First thing you need to do right now is, if you're not a PropsMadeEasy.com member, do so. It's only $20 a month. Tools, obviously, amazing. Follow me on Twitter at cam_ATL. ATL is all caps. Cam_ATL. That's the best way to get a hold of me if you have any questions or anything like that, if y'all want to get a hold of me and talk to me about anything, okay? Hit up Props Made Easy on Twitter. Literally, Props Made Easy. That's it. And yeah, let's get straight into the picks for today, baby. It's Monday. You know, there's no better way to start off a week than at Props Made Easy with some huge value on the board. Now, let's talk about it, man. Now, first and foremost, let me say this. There is so many snipe plays on the board right now. Look at this. Look at this. You don't usually see this many snipe plays on the board. Now, obviously, we're going to take the ones at the top because they're the absolute best values, but there's so many good values on the slate today. Now, first and foremost, let's make sure we're talking about the guys who play today so we can get those off the board as soon as we possibly can. Now, we have the Pacers and the Knicks. So when we look at the Pacers and the Knicks, you have Aaron Nesmith, rebounds, under 4.5 at minus 146 PME consensus odds, a projection of 4.27, a minus 0.23. All right, so Aaron Nesmith rebounds under 4.5 is a fantastic option. We actually have a good amount of value. Normally, this much value is not on the board. Tyrese Halliburton's points assists over 26.5 at minus 142, another very solid option. So in that game, the Pacers-Knicks game, the best value would be on that Pacers side, and it would be Nesmith and Tyrese Halliburton. All right? Next game we need to talk about is Minnesota-Denver. How good is Anthony Edwards, man? I mean, this kid is amazing. I love watching him play. Anthony Edwards is also a fantastic play right now. Rebounds over 5.5 at minus 150. Huge value available in that Minnesota-Denver game with Anthony Edwards. Rebounds over 5.5. 5.51 projection of 0.01. So very tight projection differential, but remember, the whole key here is that we want the best PME consensus odds, the highest PME consensus odds, and all we want when it comes to the projection is that projection to agree and be on that same side. That's all we want, all right? When it comes to the Denver side, we really don't have any great value. I mean, you have Caldwell Pope steals under 1.5 all the way down here, but Anthony Edwards would be the value on the Minnesota-Denver game. All right? As you can see, it's as simple as just typing in an abbreviation of a team. All right? Next game that we have, is that the only two games we got today? Okay, so that looks like that's it for today. Okay, so it's Minnesota game and then the Pacers game. So, recapping. For the Pacers, the best value is Nesmith. I thought we had somebody else that was even better, but Aaron Nesmith rebounds under 4.5 at minus 146 is the number one option. Tyrese Halliburton points assists over 26.5 is an honorable mention for sure as well at minus 142. Great spot. And remember, any plays that even show up here are going to have projection on the same side too. You don't even got to worry about looking over here. You know what I'm saying? We do have some people that'll utilize the tools and say, you know what? I know Cam says it doesn't really matter how big the projection differential is when it comes to these plays, but I really do like the 1.39 and the minus 1.14 for these two guys. They're not only at the top, but their projection differentials are solid. And I'm okay with whatever strategy you want to utilize when you use the tools, man. There's so much data that you can incorporate into your plays. Do what you do. Me personally, I like to make sure I'm getting the absolute best PME consensus odds spot that just has projection on the side, period. But any strategy is a good strategy, whatever works for you. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever's the best for you, okay? You can do any of that. All right, let's move on. For NBA first half, you have OG Anunoby. Or Newbie, I don't know how to say this dude's name. Points, under 9. 7.5 on other sportsbooks, a minus 1.5 sportsbook differential on the under on OG. MLB. For MLB, at the top of the list, we have Bobby Witt Jr. Total bases over 1.5 at minus 140 PME consensus odds. And then Zach Wheeler, pitcher strikeouts under 7.5 at minus 140 there as well. Great spots for both of these guys. So Witt over total bases of 1.5. Zach Wheeler, pitcher strikeouts under 7.5. We've been having some huge value at PME. First inning runs allowed. Tyler Anderson, Mitch Keller would be the absolute best first inning runs under that you could go with. And Sean Manaea, Kyle Gibson is the next best under on first inning runs allowed. When you look at the other side, I mean, 42.86 is the best over option. Normally I like to go with like zeros if I'm going to go an over. So I'm going to fade on that. My two favorite first inning plays are going to be the under on Sean Manaea, Kyle Gibson, and Tyler Anderson, Mitch Keller. Moving on. For NHL, we don't have a lot of plus EV plus projection on the board. At the top of the list is Brandon Montour shots on goal over 2.5 at minus 127. It's not that great. I'm not going to have much of that going on. Moving on. PGA's done. Let's find what we got going. Okay. Joachim Anderson. Anybody who's a soccer fan, if you know how to say that first name, help me out. But Anderson, passes attempted over 56.5, 60.5 on other sportsbooks, a 4 sportsbook differential. Great value on Anderson. And this is what I mean by don't shy away from pairing up different sports, man. Great spot there. For League of Legends, we have the under on 3 different plays. They're all minus 0.5s. They're all even lines, so y'all can take these as you will, as you see on the screen. For CS2, we have Gaffolo versus Bestia. Map 1 and 2 kills over 27.5, 29.5 on other sportsbooks, a 2 sportsbook differential. And then we have Polt versus Zero Tenacity. Map 1 and 2 kills under 30.5, 28.5 on other sportsbooks, a minus 2. So great spots there for those two. Last but not least, we have Valorant. Nothing's going on for Valorant. So, recap. Oh, man. Get that quick. Jokic, points plus rebounds over 41.5 at minus 157. The value is just ridiculous at PME. This whole weekend, the value's been fantastic. Jokic, points plus rebounds over 41.5, 42.85 projection of 1.35. So not only do you have the huge minus 157, this will bump soon. But you have the projection differential as well. That's amazing. And then we have, for the next, Andrew Nemhard is the top pacer Knicks game now with the PRA over 17.5 at a minus 148. So much good value, man. Definitely get involved there. Kyle Isbell popped in at a minus 150 for MLB. Huge value at the PME boards. Over on Isbell, total bases of 0.5. Zach Wheeler, pitcher strikeouts under 7.5 at a minus 140. Great spots there. MLB first inning, under on Tyler Anderson, Mitch Keller, Sean Manaea, and Kyle Gibson. Under on all that. Nothing for NHL, really. I mean, very tight lines. For soccer, had a good value. Anderson, passes attempted over 56.5, 60.5 on other sportsbooks, a 4. So Joachim Anderson. Didn't really have much until we get to CS2. We have the over on Gaffolo versus Bestia. Map 1 and 2 kills over 27.5 at a 2 sportsbook differential. Polt versus Zero Tenacity. Map 1 and 2 kills under 30.5. And that's it, man. Huge value on the boards at PME. PropsMadeEasy.com, only $20 a month. Go get this absolute amazing value that is on the board right now. Take those top plays. Don't overthink things. Continue to play the absolute best options, and you will see success. Okay? Thank y'all for joining me as always. Have an amazing week, and let's start it off with a bang today, baby. I'm out.